about, man, yeah, change. And let your style and I need my change. DMV, I'm a of the year. Legging with my fears. Rapping, but I'm quiet when I'm near. Always plotting on the bitches and I'm plotting on my fears. We don't need no checks from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't want to fall in love by the force. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports.
Well, if you're a fan of bad weather games, we got a good one for you here. The field is covered in snow, and that figures to make things very difficult for the players throughout this game. We'll see how they handle it. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns.
Well, the forecast calling for more of the same of what we're seeing right now, a steady coat of fresh snow here at First Energy Stadium in downtown Cleveland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And the Cleveland Browns. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now a carry for Lorenzo Taliaferro. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Again, they run with Taliaferro. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Dalton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's Austin. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Deshaun Kaiser, the former Notre Dame man, will lead his troops onto the field.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 9 carries, 64 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do.
Dashing through the snow. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They run with Taliaferro. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Dalton throwing on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd down, Dalton. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
They'll go again with Bell. Ooh, with a juke. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go. 38.
Kaiser now. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
First down, Kaiser. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. There goes Green. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A.J. Green taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Here we go. 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Jones on the return. A very nice job on the run back there, and he'll get 23 yards on time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. A Bengal first down. Dalton hitting LaFell.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
On the carry, it's Taliaferro. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder coming up at halftime while the two of us head for warmer areas of the press box. Yes. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to Orlando, please.
Don't be so soft. And the Bengals grab it. And a great spot to start this drive from here. A first down throw coming for Dalton. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Dalton saying, let's get going here, guys, as he rallies them to get set. To throw on 2nd down. Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Anthony Hitchens in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. Dalton. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Jordan Berry now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He hits Taliaferro. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Lorenzo Taliaferro, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
A screen to Bell, and they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster.
Flex round. Here we go.
Kaiser now on second down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So we have reached halftime here. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Jones. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to him right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So Dalton now. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Christian Kirksey. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Boswell's kick. Is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
And the Browns getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, You got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the counter, here's Bell. And an alley to run. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Now a first down carry by Bell. And some room to roam now. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Boston, the man in motion left. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. 190. 190. Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
2nd down, Kaiser. And he whips that one incomplete there. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Here we go. 190.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Le'Veon Bell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in touchdowns.
And we're back now here in Cleveland, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
Got a little fancy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Anthony Hitchens in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown. And now it's blocked. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. From midfield here, Dalton. And complete into the arms of LaFell. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads deep. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's
A quick handoff to Vitale. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Again, it's Bell. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Kaiser to throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Kaiser. The loop, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again, Andy Dalton marches back onto the field. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but If you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs, the mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield to get your team in a position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And with 45 seconds showing, he spikes the football. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. He's back to throw. And Eifert has it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And they'll spike it here at 27 seconds. 10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win.
So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And the Redskins coming away victorious there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go.
Now Kaiser. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Kaiser. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The Browns on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Flex round. Flex round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. He'll let it fly for Austin. And incomplete on the deep ball. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved.
A.J. Green, the 40, past the 20, and he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win